Hey, I want you to get all cozy. Grab a blanket if you need to push pause. Go get a pillow or something. Get a stuffed animal. But I want you to get super snuggly for this book. It is precious. We've been talking about plants this week, and the name of this book is Mrs. Spitzer's Garden. And when I think of a garden, I think of plants. And I think of growing things and taking seeds and planting them in the ground and watching them turn into beautiful flowers. So I went outside and I brought in this plant from my back patio and thought it'd be kind of neat since we're reading about a garden. But there's a little twist here. Miss Spitzer's garden isn't a flower garden. It is a kindergarten. Miss Spitzer is a teacher. And the book is going to talk about how every year she gets seeds, which represent her students, and she nurtures them and loves them and helps them to grow. And then they're ready to go on to the next teacher, and they continue to grow and blossom and bloom. But Miss Spitzer got to start out first, being that first kindergarten teacher, which is a really special job. So I actually hope your mommies and daddies will hear this book. I want to dedicate this to them because they have been incredible teachers to you at home while you've had to be home. So mamas and daddies, I count you in this when I read this book today. Thank you for all you've done. Children, thank you for how you've continued to learn and grow and stretch your brain and get so smart. And I also want to dedicate it to my amazing kindergarten team. You guys have the best teachers. I love Miss Maxwell, Mrs. Hill, and Miss Dixon, and so I dedicate it to them today as well. They are the best team, so you are super blessed that you got to be in each of their classes. Mrs. Spitzer's Garden. All right, let's read, and the inside cover tells us a little bit about this. Miss Spitzer was a real teacher. She is actually a teacher of a kindergarten class, and it says, Miss Spitzer is a wise teacher who knows many things. She knows about gardens. She knows about children. She knows how similar they are and how they will flourish if tended lovingly. Mrs. Spitzer is a teacher. She is in room 108 of Tremont Elementary School. Inside room 108 are 6 tables, 4 chairs, and 2 rectangles. There's a rug in one corner with real hopscotch squares and checkerboards woven in bright colors. There's also a size chart, a birthday chart, a gerbil in a cage, a housekeeping and dress-up corner, a row of 22 pegs for coats and backpacks, and in another corner, Mrs. Spitzer's desk. At the end of summer, Mr. Merrick, the principal, walks down the hall to Miss Spitzer's room and gives her a packet of seeds. Miss Spitzer consults her calendar and plans her daily schedule. She checks her tools. She makes sure the soil is right, light, and well drained, with plenty of room for sprouting. Then Miss Spitzer plants the seeds. She waters them, feeds them, and makes sure they get plenty of sun. The seeds begin to sprout. As the plants grow, Miss Spitzer watches them closely. She checks daily for words. She doesn't check for words, she might, she's a teacher. She checks daily for weeds and pests. She knows that different plants need different things, and each plant has its own shape. A good teacher knows that each child is unique and special and has their own shape and own needs, right? Some of the plants grow quickly, pushing upward, eager, impatient. Some grow more slowly, unfolding themselves bit by bit. Some plants sprout thin and tall. Some are bushy and wide-spreading. Some are bold, showy. They are brightly colored, saying, "Look at me." Some are silvery and quiet, the color of the earth. A few are like wildflowers and will grow anywhere you plant them. And some need gentle care, a special watching over. Plants and children are a lot alike, aren't they? Needing extra care. As the seasons change, Mrs. Spitzer tends her garden. And then the year is over and her job is done. But the plants will keep growing, uncurling their stems, stretching their leaves outward, and showing their faces to the sun. Mrs. Spitzer puts away her tools, her daily calendar, and her plan book. Soon another year will start, and Mr. Merrick will once again walk down the hall with a packet of seeds for Mrs. Spitzer. She will dust off her tools, till the soil, and a new garden will begin. Love this book. Boys and girls, we are so thankful that you have been in our kindergarten this year. Even though it's looked a little differently here at the end, your teachers love you. It has been awesome to watch you grow and learn and sprout and stretch your wonderful minds and learn so much. And so for writing today, I want you to look at that slide. And what I would love for you to do is think about kindergarten. And I want you to think about how you have grown this year. Tell us about a way you've grown. Tell us something you've learned. Maybe you have a special memory from something we did at school. You know, we've had Christmas parties. Remember, Santa Claus came to Liberty. That was fun. We had Teddy Bear Day. Remember the Teddy Bear sleepover? So many fun things together. And so I want you to think about that. And then write about it today. Tell us one of the ways you've grown or one of your favorite memories, okay? Or maybe even something fun that you've done at home and how you've learned. All right, thanks guys. Your teachers love you.